The Roman philosopher Seneca once wrote, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Reading isn't just a hobby, it builds your mind. A great book doesn't just give you a story to pass the time. It gives you a borrowed lifetime of experience. It lets you steal the exact mindsets of people who beat your biggest fears. So, who better to tell you what to read than Joe Rogan?
The Joe Rogan Experience.
For 10 years, he has talked to the toughest fighters, founders, and survivors on Earth. Look closely at the Joe Rogan book recommendations. You will see he does not push weak theories or basic routines. He pushes manuals for human survival. Book number 1 is Drownproof by Andy Stumpf. It is a modern survival manual. We are told to play it safe, but comfort is a slow poison. Andy Stumpf is a Tier 1 Navy SEAL. He survived getting shot in Iraq. He also holds wingsuit world records. In this book, he takes you on a brutal journey from blinding panic to ice-cold control. He breaks down the actual SEAL drown-proofing test. Instructors tie a soldier's hands and feet together and throw them into a deep pool. You have to survive by sinking to the bottom, bouncing off the floor, and gasping for air. Stumpf uses this terrifying test to teach a massive life lesson. He shows you how to build a calm, unbreakable mind for your daily life. This goes beyond surviving physical danger. It is about your daily work. When a major project fails, your brain tells you to panic. Stumpf teaches you how to freeze and breathe. You learn to think clearly. You avoid making an emotional, costly mistake. But Stumpf does not just train you for the bad days. He trains you for the good ones. He warns that your ego is a deadly trap. Think about what happens when you get your first big win. You make money. You buy a nice watch. You start posting business advice on Twitter. You stop doing the boring, ugly work that actually built your brand. You get soft. And that is exactly when a hungry kid working in his bedroom steals your entire audience. Book number 2, The Book of Five Rings. Miyamoto Musashi was a legendary samurai. He fought over 60 duels to the death and never lost. At the very end of his life, he sat in a dark cave. He wrote 5 final scrolls to pass down his secrets before he died. This is not a history book. It is a manual on how to destroy an enemy. He breaks his strategy into 5 parts, and his biggest secret is in the scroll of fire. He writes that fire is not about using anger. It is about knowing exactly when to take action. Most people stand by and let opportunities slip away. They freeze in fear. Musashi teaches you how to take the initiative. He shows you how to strike at the exact moment your enemy hesitates. Book number 3 is The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. It is a brutal, psychological playbook for winning the daily war inside your own head. Pressfield reveals a dark, invisible enemy called resistance. It is a living force that actively tries to destroy your potential. It is the voice that urges you to have a heavy dessert after dinner so you feel too tired to work. It convinces you to do idiotic things to avoid your calling. Pressfield sat down to write, but resistance stopped him. It convinced him to try on every piece of clothing in his closet first. Resistance is exactly why you are endlessly planning instead of actually building. The rule in the book is the more resistance you feel toward a goal, the more important that goal is to your life. The amateur listens to the resistance and waits for inspiration. The professional sits down, faces the enemy, and does the work anyway. You can find the links to all 3 books in the pinned comment below. Grab your copies. Hit subscribe for more breakdowns of the books that actually matter.